It was a mixture of shock and grief as relatives of some of the 22 people who died in Tuesday night's accident visited the accident scene earlier today. The 22 died when a Toyota Quantum they were traveling in was involved in a head-on collision with a truck along the Bulawayo-Beit Ridge Road. The accident occurred at the 27-kilometer peg near Tandweni's door at around 10 p.m. 2 people escaped with injuries and are admitted at the United Bulawayo Hospital. Authorities in Zimbabwe will now remove illegal vendors from the country's streets as they battle to contain a cholera outbreak which has claimed 50 lives so far. The country has also recorded 7,398 suspected cases, while 109 people are hospitalized. Last week, a $12 million budget for the cholera outbreak was approved. Health and Child Care Minister Dr. Douglas Mombeshora gave an update during the weekly post-cabinet media briefing in Harare.
We are also planning to remove vendors who are in the streets, who are doing illegal vending. Some of them are selling vegetables that have been harvested from fields which are being watered by sewage water. These are contaminated, and some of them are finding their ways to Baremsika and other vending sites.
The Ministry of Education says it has completed a review of the primary school curriculum with an updated version set to start next January when the school term begins. The question: will the continuous assessment learning activity be retained? Most parents and even teachers have issues with this aspect of the current curriculum, which was introduced in 2016 and was now due for a review. ZTN Prime's Faith Nyaude gives us more.
For the better part of the year, Ministry of Education officials have been engaged in extensive consultations with education experts, parents and students regarding the curriculum. The current curriculum had just lived through its 7-year cycle and a new one has been in the works. According to the ministry, the new curriculum has been designed to align with the demands of the 21st century and equip students with the necessary skills and knowledge to succeed in a rapidly changing world. The new curriculum will be published by year end.
The Honorable Minister has promised that before the end of this year, that process, the report itself is going to come out and to be published for the media and for all stakeholders to see.
During the conversations, the continuous assessment learning activities, better known as COLOR, was the biggest concern. Many argue that the COLOR requirements put a strain on students from underprivileged communities.
What's more, Argumusha, I know access to my internet. You could research. Zimwe zvinhu kuresearch kwa internet. Mumwe munhu ari pasi kumudzi kunyamapanda haana internet, haana wifi, haana data.
Kune vanhu vaya vasina access kune zvekuprinta nekuresearcha because it needs a lot of research.
The Zimbabwe Teachers Association believes that the primary school curriculum needs to be re-evaluated to reduce the number of subjects and improve learning outcomes.
The learning areas themselves, there are 9 components of learning areas, and we thought that was unnecessary. We could put like to like, put them together and reduce the learning areas from 9 to 4.
With technology advancing at an unprecedented pace and the job market growing more competitive, it is crucial that students are equipped with the necessary skills and knowledge to succeed. For ZTN Prime, I'm Faith Nyaude in Harare.
In South Africa, there are drones monitoring weeds. In Mauritius, there are computers crunching health data for better outcomes for patients. And in Nairobi, surveillance systems impose a modicum of order on the chaotic traffic. What about Zimbabwe? Sharon Munjenjema looks at how far the country has gone in embracing artificial intelligence.
Imagine what will happen when a driverless car is involved in an accident on Harare's busy streets. Who will be liable? Players in the technology sector say it's time Zimbabwe enacted laws to address artificial intelligence governance so that the country is not left behind.
The reason why we're here is we want to understand the policy and the regulatory framework of artificial intelligence and how it can be try and figure out the best way, how can it be implemented in Zimbabwe.
The local football fraternity has been plunged into mourning again following the death of former Dynamos and Warriors goalkeeper George Chigova. The 32-year-old goal-minder suffered a heart attack back in July this year that put him out of action. Since then, Chigova began his career at ACE's Youth Soccer Academy before turning out for Dynamos, Polokwane City and SuperSport United. His untimely death closely follows the passing of former national team player and head coach Raman Gumbo. Chigova, who represented the Warriors over 30 times, including at the African Cup of Nations, leaves behind a legacy in the football community.